Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound today, Jeffrey Boone. Not the best results a year ago. Looking for better this season, Chris.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. He'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The changeup missing. Yeah, that's ball one.
One ball, one strike.
Hammered on a line to left, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And that one fouled off. And a foul ball.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
That was pretty nasty. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit.
1-0.
In the dirt. To second, but way too late. Safe there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
That's a ball. 2 balls, no strike.
One out, a runner at second here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
3 balls.
Squirts away a little bit. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Now at the plate, James Wood. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Soto sizes this one up, brings it in. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and it's 1-0.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Juan Yepez in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. And that is out of play. Low, the runner at first with 2 gone. Foul ball. Next one just misses. Now 2-2. That one missed.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Stays alive. On the ground to third. Zips it to first, and that is that. So a run on. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Keibert Ruiz. Boom, back to work. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. Ruiz measures 6 feet even, 27 years old, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. 1-1 now. Fastball is outside. That's in there. 2-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. And a good start to the inning.
That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Now the third baseman, Brady House. Good power, not great in the OBP department. That's off the mark, and that is ball one. House went deep twice in his last game. Next pitch misses inside, and the count is 2-0. Just missed.
3-0.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Line drive, and there's a hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Nasim Nunez getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
And a pitch. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through in the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
And a count 1-2. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it.
Well, he never had a chance at the double play there. Took a risk going to second, but he got rid of it perfectly to get it there in time, and he keeps that runner out of scoring position.
Taps softly to the right side. Takes it himself, inning over, and it could have been worse. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Nationals.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, James Wood. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
0-2 is the count.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Steps on first for the out. Two down, base is empty. Juan Yepez digging in for the Nationals. In for a strike. 0-1. Next offering misses down and away. And that's
Inside
off
ball.
the inside edge. And that's ball 2. And that's downstairs and outside.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Clearly he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
Inside ball 4. Runner at first with 2 away. And now it's Keibert Ruiz.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that ball.
0-1. I got a ball, 1
This
strike.
one in the dirt. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Yepez off of first with 2 away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. On to inning number 4. It's the Nationals 2 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Fastball for a strike.
Well, these Nats showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across the score as well. A couple of hits in a row for him here. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
House in the box now. No balls and a strike. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit. Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And there's the ball. Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground, could be 2. Good feed. That's 1. How about that double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Nunez.
And now Nasim Nunez.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hammered, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. And now Jacob Young. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And he grounds 1 to the right side. And that's just foul.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Nationals 2 and the Mets nothing. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th. Taking over on the mound, Eduardo Rodriguez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Jeffrey Boone, fresh off a standout pitching performance. Can he put together another excellent outing today? It's the New York Mets going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And we're back. And towing the slab, Jeffrey Boone. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, and I think this guy understands that if he doesn't make quicker adjustments and show improvement, that the patience that his manager has will not last as long as it did last year. So we'll see if he can get off to a great start. Perhaps the work that he did in the offseason will show good results early on. But he's got to get out of the gates going strong, or else he may find himself in the bullpen or back in the minor leagues.
And that one fouled off.
Well, here's a deal not everyone remembers. Cruz was actually signed by the Dodgers in 2015, but Los Angeles dealt him to Pittsburgh in 2017 for Tony Watson. That's a rare trade the Dodgers just might regret.
Squeezes it, and there's one down. Bo Bichette up to the dish. 2 for 9 so far in the series. Fought off foul. 1 out, bases empty. That one ripped. And a base hit. Brian Reynolds here. 2 for 8 in the series so far. And ball one.
Down.
That misses the zone. And that's ball 2. Bichette, the base runner at first with 1 out. That misses, and it's 3-0.
3-0.
In there at the knees for a strike. And ball 4 to a board.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Eugenio Suarez in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
On the ground, could be 2. On to second, they get 1. On to Gallo, there's 2.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Back here at PNC Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. Line drive. Nimmo makes the grab on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Lawrence Butler in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And that one is downstairs, and the count is 2-0. Second inning here, no score. Just missed.
3-0.
And that's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Joey Bart batting with 1 down, takes the strike.
0-1.
Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a liner, base hit out of the right center field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch to the plate lately.
Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting it.
Lindor fired to second. Their second double play already. This one ends. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now it's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. On the ground, right side. On to first. And a quick out, number 1. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Fly to center his first time. And that one missing low.
No, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds.
And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for three. The relay throw. The tag out. Up next for the Pirates, Bo Bichette. 1 for 1 with a single so far. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
That one's upstairs, ball one. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 and 2's the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to inning number 4. No score. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Boom. Back to work. In there at the knees, and it's 0-1.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And here it comes. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Hey, Eugenio Suarez up to hit now.
1-0.
The Mets up by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Outside low. Yeah, that's ball 2.
He hasn't wanted to challenge at both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 3-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now batting,
Spencer Horwitz, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that's a strike.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Bucks go down quietly. They trail here 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Butler.
Ground ball right side and foul ball. And the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
1 and 2's the count.
On the ground to third. Tosses to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. This is Joey Bart.
good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Just missed.
That's inside. That's a
Well,
ball.
usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
Fastball for a strike. The Mets leading by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Fouls one off. 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Good eye in that
That's
spot.
a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Full count.
Shoots a line drive single into right center. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit. So digging in, Tyrone Taylor. He's 0 for 1. And that's outside. 1-0.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
That one the other way, and it stays fair. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high-level spot right there. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. And a pretty good chance we can see a lead change here, at least the time.
Inside almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Fouled off down the right side. To third, Vientos. Slinging it to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So up next, O'Neal Cruz. First pitch
That's the
doesn't
ball.
find the zone.
1-0.
Out front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1-1.
In there. And so now 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. Huge strikeout there.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, stepping in, Bo Bichette. And that one ripped into right. Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. To second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Wastes no time there. Not that slider by any means. He's down and away, but an even better job to spoil that thing. And he let it travel, didn't try to hook it. Man, that's a really good approach. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Reynolds in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
1-0.
Now that's smacked to right center. Siri pulls it in on the run. And he makes it up to third with 1 away. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And that one fouled off. And there's
That's
the ball.
1-1.
Misses inside, and it's 2-1. With the tying run at third here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering misses down and away.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Full count.
This one popped up. Lindor should have this one. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 down.
Now batting.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz. 0-2 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
One.
Squirts away a little bit, and an excellent job keeping it right there.
Oh.
That one misses. Ball 3.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And the hitters count.
On the ground, right side. Down the line, and it's foul. Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Mets 1 and the Pirates nothing. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Danny Young.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Boom. Fired 6 shutout innings. Some really nice pitching.
He went out there and put him in a position to win, Boog, and that's all you can really ask of him. His teammates held up their end of the job, and they go home smiling.
Just a little bit away from first pitch. And starting this one, Jeffrey Boone.
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays and help you get through the innings.
All right, ready to go here. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
First pitch, 7-11.
There's your strike, 95 of that one.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Line drive and foul ball. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. Just missed. Profar, who hails from Curacao, same place that produced Andrew Jones. Next offering is in for a strike. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a ground ball. Vientos throws to first in time. Profar is out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Here's Acuna now. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. First pitch misses.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Out to short. Lindor tosses across to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We're midway in inning number 1. No score. Back here at Citi Field. Second inning set to go. And now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Austin Riley. That's in for a strike at 95. 0-1. Boom. 22 years old. And he was drafted in the 4th round in 2024.
Riley used to be a pitcher back in the day, Boog. In fact, fans used to give him a hard time in his rookie ball days because he started the season with a long slump. He'd get messages questioning if he should go back to pitching, but turns out he made the right choice.
Checks the swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Here is Matt Olson. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. There's the strike. Boom. He isn't really known as the starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Next offering upstairs.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Out to center.
I got it.
And that's the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Jared Kelman.
Boone back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. That one missed. And that is downstairs. And a count 2-1. This one in the air, center field. And there's 1 down. Here's Orlando Arcia. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And it's 1-0. The shortstop takes the ball. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Drake Baldwin. And that misses. Ball one. Arcia, the base runner at first with one out. That misses. 2-0.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
And that one hit to first, and that squirts through. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
2 on, 1 out.
Ball, that's low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Missed with a changeup. Now 2 balls and a strike.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of his jam.
Swing and a miss. And the count is even 2-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Profar climbs in on that left side. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Just missed. And that's in for a strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Gone. A 3-run dinger. His second of the year, and they take the lead. It's 3-0.
That pitch was intended to stay inside, but it leaked out over the middle of the plate. Hitter waited on it, and he connected just perfectly.
And it stays fair. So a man at first. Austin Riley next up for the Braves. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw safe. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next one misses, and that's ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. They limit the damage here. Back here in Queens, on to the 4th. And the batter now, Matt Olson. First pitch, and he just misses.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game. And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Here comes a pitch. Fastball almost got him there.
1 ball,
Straighten
1
him up
strike.
a little bit.
And there's
That's
a ball.
ball 2.
And that one is in for a strike. And it remains 2-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Here's the swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
And now, Orlando Arcia. 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 2-2. Albies, the runner at first with 2 gone. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Chop to third. Vientos tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. So 1 hit is all they get. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Braves 3 and the Mets 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Drake Baldwin. Baldwin measures 5 feet 10 inches, 210 pounds, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2022.
1-1.
Right side, Gallo. And he takes it himself for the out.
Up next for Atlanta.
Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Michael Harris II. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. That one fouled off. Line drive, caught.
Made a bid for a nice opposite field double down the line. Beautiful swing, but nothing you can do about the result. Third basemen are just used to handling hot shots like that.
Profar in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-1.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Right through there for a strike.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. He goes down looking. Down in order go the Braves as the lead remains 3-1.
Now pitching for the New York Mets.
Pitching change here, Jose Butto.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead.
Jeffrey Boone with another opportunity to put his skills on display for scouts and fans alike. This kid has future star written all over him. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Back here at Lone Depot Park. On the hill here today, Jeffrey Boone. Not the best results a year ago, looking for better this season, Chris.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. He'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
Miguel Andujar.
So, man aboard. Here's Miguel Andujar. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. And that one fouled off.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Rosario gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Right side, Gallo. Lindor, that's one. On to Gallo. There's two.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
2 down, bases empty. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. Right through there for a strike. On the ground. Mauricio with the throw to first. And that is that. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Mets 3 and the Marlins nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for Miami, Marcell Ozuna. Boone back to work. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Ozuna, multi-time All-Star, 35 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Struck him out without a swing. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
1 out, bases empty. In the air, right side of the infield. Mauricio hauls it in, 2 away. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. And first offering is fouled off. And that's in there at the knees. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And the Marlins down quietly. They trail it here 4-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
De Los Santos.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Up the middle. Fires over to first. And a quick out, number 1. And now it's Austin Hayes.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
That's down and in.
1-1.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground.
I got it.
Makes the grab, 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering upstairs. To the right side, Mauricio. To first, that takes care of Grisham. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And we're back, ready to go, bottom 4. Now here is Ahmed Rosario. And ball 1.
You know, these Marlins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Out to short. The sliding play at short. Throw to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. So a man at first. Now the number 2 hitter, Miguel Andujar. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and he just misses.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And that one popped in the air, left field.
3-3-3.
Nimmo brings it in. 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Edwards batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. To the right side. The throw to second. Back to first, double play. And that's it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 4. It's the Mets 4 and the Marlins nothing. Back here in Miami, Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Boone back to work.
Ball.
You know, these Marlins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Whips it to Gallo, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. And now it's Elias Diaz. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. On the corner for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
And there's a ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Not close with that one, and it's 3-2. And that one is lifted in the air. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Strike 2.
Oh, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Cut out and miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Miami down in order. They're down 4-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Davison de los Santos. That one's in there, and that's strike one. Ball one there. And that one missing low. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. The wind of the pitch. On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball.
Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Steps on the bag for one. On to Gallo. There's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Grisham.
Now here's Trent Grisham. Grounded out his first time. That's a little bit low.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
Just missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Two down, nobody on. This one in the air, right field. Azucar under it. Brings it in, and that's the third out. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And here is Ahmed Rosario. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he went around. Rule to swing. And a foul ball. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Now batting the left.
And up next for Miami, Miguel Andujar. 0-2 in this one. First pitch misses.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It falls in, and that's a knock. One down. Next to hit, Xavier Edwards. Nice stop. The feed for one. Out to first, not in time. Great effort there. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate.
Marcel Ozuna.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Chop back up the middle. Whips it to Gallo. Ozuna is out, and that is the third out of the inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Danny Young. He last pitched 2 days ago. Boom. With 7 innings of shutout pitching. Impressive.
No, Boogie did a lot of good things in this start. Anytime your starter goes out there and pitches like he did today, you've got a good shot at the win, and it worked out for him in this one.
Jeffrey Boone getting ready. Two rivals set to square off and leave it all on the field. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the New York Mets. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And on the mound today, Jeffrey Boone. Singing, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
This is Bryson Stott. Gets the call, and that's how this game gets started. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Lindor tosses to first. One up, one down.
Batting second, the center fielder.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
Marsh.
Just missed.
Ball. 2-0.
One out, base is empty. That one pushed foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. One down, base is empty. That one missed.
3-2.
Laser could be trouble, and that's going to get into the corner. Around first and hustling for second, and he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Trey Turner, the next to hit, takes outside. Marsh leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Out to short. Sends it across to first. Turner is out. Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
Right fielder, number 8, Nick Castellanos.
That's towards center. Siri in position. And that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. On to the bottom of the first. No score. New inning getting started. And the batter now, Alec Bohm. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that is foul. That's out to center field. And there's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Soto makes the grab, 1 down. And now for the Phillies, Weston Wilson. That misses, and that's ball 1. Wilson, in his 2nd season, 31 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. Not in time. He's safe. Runner at second here, 1 gone. That one missed, now 3-0. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
At the plate, Johan Rojas.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Late swing, fouled off. Next offering upstairs.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
In the dirt. Save. And now second and third with one gone. So on the wild pitch, two guys advance. Second inning here, no score. Out to short, Lindor. In plenty of time to first, got the out. Now, Rafael Marchand.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
2 outs. Get on the ground to the right side. Gallo steps on the bag. That ends the inning. And we're back. Digging in. Bryson Stott. Boom. Back to work. Inside. And that's ball 1. And there's a foul ball. Ground ball left side. And that's just foul. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Here's Turner now. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Outside. Ball 1.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Fastball for a strike. Turner off of first with 2 away.
1-1-1.
Back to the mound. And that one finds its way through. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And here comes Alec Bohm. Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins in this situation.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 1 and the Mets nothing. Back here in Queens, and now the DH, Edmundo Sosa. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
You know, these Phils, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first, gets him. 1 away on a drop 3rd strike.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
Weston Wilson will hit next. That one a little bit high. 1-0. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And that just misses. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Gallo calls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's a speed threat, Johan Rojas. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Swings through that one.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball out to short. On the run, throw to first. And very nicely done for the out. So they go quietly there. We're midway in the 4th. All tied 1-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Marchand.
Slider clips the corner. Marchand, 27 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Foul ball, still 0-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
So the batting order turns over. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. First pitch doesn't find the zone. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Line drive.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
March in the box now. No balls and a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
In the air, left field, down the line. Nimmo grabs it on the run. Halfway home, all even, 1 apiece. Back here at Citi Field, Trey Turner at the plate.
Trey Turner.
Boone back to work. And delivers outside. And a bunt towards third. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Go ahead run on base. Now here is Nick Castellanos. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
0-1.
With the go-ahead run at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now.
1 ball.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Vientos goes to second for 1 on the Gallo. Here's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That's a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now it's Alec Bohm. 1 for 2. Just missed. That's off the inside corner. And the count now 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
2 outs, base is empty. And there's a ball.
3-1.
Up the middle, Mauricio. The throw to first, and that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. All tied 1-1.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Mets.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Jose Butto.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Boone gave up 1 earned run over 6 innings of work for the quality start.
I liked what we saw from him in this start, Boo. He competed, didn't fall apart at the seams, and made sure his teammates could finish the job and get the win. Nice start.
And we're back. And on the hill today, Jeffrey Boone.
Well, he's allowing just over 1 base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
And the batter now, Cody Bellinger.
Bellinger.
Bellinger's dad won a couple of World Series rings in 1999 and 2000. Clay was a backup infielder with the New York Yankees. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. In the 2023 season, Cody's dad, Clay, made a trip to Wrigley Field and sat in the right field bleachers to watch his son play. That's kind of cool. The 2-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Ezekiel Duran stepping in now for the Yankees.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. 10 hits in his last 5 games.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Bellinger aboard here at first with nobody out. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Ball 1 there. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Ripped on a line. Makes the grab. And there's 1 down. Here is Aaron Judge. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. Down and away for ball 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Okay, now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
2 strikes.
Bellinger goes. Pitch misses. Saved at second, and he easily steals the bag.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Judge waits. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your base.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
First and second, 1 out. Here is Jock Peterson. In there, and it's 0-1.
Ball inside.
Right through there for a strike. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
That's the ball.
That's a little bit low. Got him. And there's 2 away.
just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Ian Happ up to hit. Finished the weekend series with 4 hits on Sunday. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. In there, sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, leading off, Austin Wells. Boom, back to work. Just missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Tapped up the first base side, and it goes just foul. Hot shot to third. Slings to first, and quickly one away in the second. Here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Cabrera getting to start at the hot corner. 27 years old. He's been scoring a lot of runs lately. He scored 9 times in the last 10 games. 1 out, bases empty. And another ball. And there's the automatic.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
On the ground to first. He takes it on his own, and that quickly 2 away. And now it's Wilmer Flores. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. In the dirt, and that's ball 1. And there's a ball. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
2 balls,
2
1
outs,
strike.
base is empty.
1-1-1.
Up the middle. Throws to first in time, and the Yanks go quietly. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Mets 1 and the Yankees nothing. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. The shortstop takes the ball. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball.
3-2.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there, and it hits the fence. And that's a leadoff double.
Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder.
2 balls.
Squirts away a little bit. To third. Tag. Got him.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So that's the case. You got to shut it down. Gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
Next pitch is downstairs. That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Durant batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. Next offering misses, and that's ball one. Runner on the go. Pitches low. Transfer bobble, and there's no throw. Bellinger over at second, one down. And that one is inside.
Fellas feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Aaron Judge in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit.
Goes down looking.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. On the ground. Zips it across. Judge out on the play. And that is the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Mets 1 and the Yankees nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Josh Peterson.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1.
Late on that fastball.
0-2 the count.
And
One
that
ball,
skips into
2
there.
strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Left-hand hitter waits. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Ian Happ stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch misses. And that's in for a strike.
Ball 2. 2-1.
And that one fouled off. On the ground right side. 4, 6, out, 3. And they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. First pitch, and he just misses. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Just missed. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor on to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Mets 1 and the Yankees nothing. Back now with the Subway Series. Bottom of the inning. Down the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. Boom. Back to work. Just off the inside edge. Next offering is down low. And that's ball 2. Way high.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
And that clips the inside corner.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Grounds one to short. Whips it to Gallo. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Wilmer Flores will hit next.
Good 2-seam action right there, running away from the batter. Rolled over it, got the ground out.
First offering, and it just misses. Flores, in his 13th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. The Yankees trailing by a run, last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And it remains 2-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Soft contact in the air, and that's a fair ball.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to
Daniel Nunez takes over on the mound.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Boom. With some decent work and a shorter start.
Oh, but probably not going to go down as one of his favorites.
Jeffrey Boone, a rising star, continues his professional journey again today. This crowd is eager to see what he can do. It's the New York Mets going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming your way next. Back here with my pal Siggy, and on the hill in this one, Jeffrey Boone.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Here's the veteran outfielder, Andrew Benintendi. And that is out of play. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Yes, happy Mom's Day.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And the right-hander deals. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting second, the designated.
Now it's the DH, Dominic Fletcher. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. Fought off foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And a foul ball.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. That one missed. 2 out, space is empty. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Gilbert under it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Here on the south side, bottom of the inning. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Luis Robert Jr. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Robert working through some struggles lately. Oh, what a stop. To his knee, the throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play, dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond to first.
And next to hit for the Sox, Brian Ramos. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Right side. Whips it to Gallo. And that quickly 2 away. And here is Sosa to the plate.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Ball 1 there.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Man at first, Colson Montgomery digs in now. 2 for 7 in the series so far. To the right side, Mauricio. That's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 2 full, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the right fielder, Oscar Colas. That one finds the corner. 0-1. And there's a ball.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Good eye right there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Matt Thaiss comes up to hit here. And there's a strike. Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. Line drive.
That's fine.
2 down. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. And ball 1. On the ground to the left. And it finds its way through for a hit. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Headed towards the corner. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. As a run scores, Andrew Vaughn now. Wide to center his first time.
Right through there for a strike.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. Lindor zips it across. They limit the damage here. Bottom of the fourth, so here's Robert now. Boom, back to work. Outside low, 1-0. Robert, the native of Cuba, signed with the White Sox in May of 2017. Next offering is fouled back. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Brian Ramos steps to the plate for the White Sox. In the dirt. Tag, save at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch. There's a swing and a drop. And it looks like trouble. The run comes in from second, and they take a 2-run lead.
He was all over that one. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Ouch. So up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. Knee-high strike, nothing in 1.
You know, these White Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across the score as well.
Gilbert makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. Oscar Colas steps to the plate for the White Sox.
1 ball.
In the dirt. To second, and he's out.
Kind of a tough read for the base runner right there. You're usually trying to be aggressive on balls in the dirt, trying to get into scoring position, but if it doesn't get away very far, or you can't tell how far it is, most catchers are going to get to it and throw you out at the base. And right there, excellent job by the catcher. He helps out his pitcher big time. It's still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Here's a 2-0. And that one is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the air, left field.
I got it.
Nimmo makes the play, and that is that. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. In the first pitch, misses for ball 1. Thais measures 6 feet even, 215 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2016. Base hit, and that turns the lineup over. Andrew Benintendi steps up, 1 for 2. There's a strike. And that one missing low. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights it off. You'll see another. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Dice leads off first with one away. And that's way high. And that's ball 2. Ground ball could be 2. To Mauricio for 1. On to Gallo. There's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 5 innings complete.
Now pitching for the New York Mets.
Raisel Iglesias on to pitch here.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Boom. Gave him 5 solid innings on the mound in this start.
I'm sure he's happy about the team winning, Boog, but I bet he'll be